Welcome all. This is Siva Peri from Australia. We organize this World Peace Forum every week in Tamil, and we have been having this for last 97 weeks. And to reach to a wider audience, we decided to have once a month this forum in English. And so this is the first one. And the purpose of this is to bring awareness among people the need for the world peace and to work for world peace, and to particularly to attract the younger generation and to motivate them to work for world peace in whatever field they are in. And the program is, as I mentioned, is given here. I welcome you all. And then we have the devotional part where we have selected holy writings, and friends will read as they are assigned. And then Bharathy will be giving the message of felicitation. She is one of the founders of this group. And followed that, we will have the speakers. And so let's go to the devotional part.
Hinduism. Be united, speak in harmony. Let your minds apprehend alike. Common be your prayer. Common be the end of your assembly. Common be your resolution. Common be your deliberations. Alike be your feelings. Unified be your hearts. Common be your intentions. Perfect be your unity. This is from Rig Veda of Hinduism. Thank you.
Shifana.
Yeah. Buddhism. Don't practice an ignorable way of life. Don't indulge in a careless attitude. Don't follow a wrong view. And don't be attained to the world. Wake up. Don't be careless, but lead a life of well-doing. He who follows righteous lives happily in this world and the next. Lead a life of righteousness and not a life of wrongdoing. He who follows righteousness lives happily in this world and the next. Look on the world as a bubble. Look on it as a mirage. The king of death never finds him who views the world like that. Come, look at the world as a gilded royal carriage, in which fools get bogged down, while men of understanding have no attachment to it. Even if previously callous, when a man later stops being callous, he illuminates the world, like the moon breaking away from a cloud. When a man's bad deeds are covered over by good ones, he illuminates the world, like the moon breaking away from a cloud. Buddhist scriptures.
Christianity. After this manner, therefore pray ye, Our Father which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name, thy kingdom come, thy will be done in earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our debts, as we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory forever. Amen. Christian Scripture.
Islam, and hold fast altogether by the rope which God stretches out for you, and be not divided among yourselves. And remember with gratitude God's favor on you. And for ye were enemies, and he joined your hearts in love, so that by his grace ye become brethren. And ye were on the brink of the pit of fire, and he saved you from it. Thus doth God makes his signs clear to you, that ye may be guided. Be not like those who are divided among themselves, and fall into disputations after receiving clear signs. Holy Quran.
O my God, O my God, unite the hearts of thy servants and reveal to them thy great purpose. May they follow thy commandments and abide in thy law. Help them, O God, in their endeavor, and grant them strength to serve thee. O God, leave them not to themselves, but guide their steps by the light of thy knowledge, and cheer their hearts by thy love. Verily, thou art their helper and their Lord. By Scripture.
Thank you all readers. Before we go further, I'd just like to remind that we are here to bring understanding among all the people, that we are all one family. And when we speak and give our opinion, it's individual opinion, it may be different from others. And we are not here to establish who is right and who is wrong. We are trying to find the common ground in our views. And this particular sentence from a message from the Universal House of Justice, the supreme administrative body of the Baha'i Faith, reminds us this. It says, whether through deeds or words, the merit of your every contribution to social well-being lies first in your resolute commitment to discover that precious point of unity where contrasting perspectives overlap, around which contending peoples can coalesce. So we are trying to find the common ground so that we can work together as one family. So with that small introduction, I now invite our Uma Bharathy to give the message of felicitation. She was in another meeting and she just came for us. Welcome.
Shall I start?
Yes, please.
Yeah. Good evening, one and all, and a warm greetings to the World Peace Forum. It is created by three of us. One is Mr. Siva Peri, who is the co-host of this meeting. Another one is Madam Panja Ganesan and myself, Uma Bharathi, great-granddaughter of Mahakavi Subramania Bharatiyar from Tamil Nadu, India. And first of all, I wish all of you a warm welcome and I wish you a good morning as well as good evening, one and all, who all gathered here. See, Mahakavi Bharati says, if you think good, your do's, everything will be good. And you must have a very strong mind and a clear wisdom in your mind. So, if you do so, your all thoughts will be in a success mode. So, as like Mahakavi Bharati said, we have to follow everything. We must have good things, meet good people, and we have to wish them every goodness in our life. So, if we are positive in our mind, we will definitely get positive from others. We must be optimist always. This is what Mahakavi Bharati said. Our World Peace Forum also follow every line of Mahakavi Bharati. Like, we have to love each other. We have to love ourselves first, then our family, then our street people, then our village people, then our city people, then the country people, then all over the world. So, our peace, the world peace will start with the word of love. Love starts from ourselves to the family, as I said before. Everything, the positivity and the love will be spreading all over the world with our attitude. So we must be loving ourselves and each other. So world peace will start from ourselves. This is what I wanted to spread throughout the world. And this message should reach the next generation. Our next generation must have world peace means they must love each other. They must love themselves and they should love each other. And the same positivity, same love should be spread all over the world, all over the people. So this is the message I wanted to convey in this forum. This is the first day. Here before we have conducted this World Peace Forum in our Tamil language. And it had got a very good success. Till date, all the youngsters like Shifana, Rufana and all the youngsters have joined our meeting and they have given so many lectures over the World Peace Forum. And it was running very successful by our Siva Peri Ayya, who is very much dedicated in this World Peace Forum. And he has organized this very good meeting in English to unite all the world people under a single roof. That is World Peace Forum. Today it has started in a very good manner, and I wish all the participants who have come over here and the people who are watching this in YouTube, I wish them all success, and the positivity will from ourselves will spread all over the world, which brings us world peace. So I thank for giving me this opportunity to Siva Peri Ayya and one and all accompanied here, and I wish you all success in this forum as well as in your thoughts, and activities. Thank you all. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Farooq, did you raise your hand?
Yes,
What is it?
I agree with this beautiful lady.
Yes,
She said very well.
thank you.
She said everything perfect for the world. If the world love people, they don't fight, they have peace,
Thank
no
you.
war.
Thank you very much,
No.
Farooq. We will wait for the when the speakers finish. After all the speakers finish, we will have opportunity to comment.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you for your compliments. Siva Peri, I take leave because
Okay.
I am into another meeting.
Thank
I
you.
wish all you success. Thank you all.
Thank
Bye-bye.
you very much, and God bless you.
Thank you so much. Bye.
Thank you. Now we have Dr. Chintamani Nath Yogi from Nepal. I don't know how to introduce him. And in my posters that I sent out, I didn't actually give any description about anyone. And so I kindly ask everyone to briefly introduce themselves and then speak, because we have 6 speakers and the time is restricted. So we want everyone to confine the time to the maximum of 15 minutes. And I welcome Guru Dr. Chintamani Nath Yogi to give his presentation with this prayer and blessing for this forum to continue every month in English and spread all over the world. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Om Namo Namah. Namo Namah. Namo Namah. So happy, my dear friends. Namaste, namaste. Namaste, namaste. From Nepal, from the country of Himalayas, from the country of Buddhas, from the country of highest level of diversity, cultural, social, natural, geographical, many beautiful diversity. A very tiny country between China and India. Siva Peri ji, thank you, my friend. A man with a beautiful smile, wonderful, pleasing personality. And today, because of you, getting a chance to meet friends from all different countries, different communities, different cultures, different types of backgrounds. What a great honor. Sarvesam swastira bhavatu. Sarvesam Santira bhavatu. Sarvesam Puranam bhavatu. Sarvesam Mangalam bhavatu. May there be peace, prosperity, joy, well-being for all, well-being for all. Mangalam, Mangalam, Mangalam Bhava, Mangalam, Mangalam, Mangalam Puna. Bliss, bliss, only bliss for all, That's what World Peace Forum. That's why we all are here. We all represent different countries, different cultural, traditional, social backgrounds. But my friends, please remember, peace is peace. It's not a subject. It's not only a topic. It's not only an argument. It's not only a slogan. It's the peace for you, for me, for our children, for our present situation, for our next generation, for every country, for every community, not only for human being, even for the nature, even for this entire universe. Peace, peace, peace. That's why the Vedas say, Santi Reva Santi. May there be peace in peace. My friends, let's respect our Vedas, our Buddha, our Bible, our Quran, our Agam Sutra, our Nigam Sutra, our Tripitak, our Guru Granth Sahib, our Torah, our Avesta, our all the holy books. But please remember, peace is not in holy books. Peace is not in the Bible, not in the Quran, not in the Vedas, but it's true. It's through the Vedas. It's through the Bible. It's through the Quran. But if I, being as a Hindu, just hold only the Vedas, only the Gita, and ignore others, that's the problem. That's the challenge. So peace is in the book or through the book. Peace is in the message of my master or through his message. How can we make ourselves liberate, go further, further, and further? Inbox to outbox. Inbox to outbox. Any inbox in the name of religion, culture, and country and community can be dangerous. So, my dear friends, it's the time to go further. Inbox to outbox. Religion to realization. Ritual to spiritual. Knowledge to wisdom. Me to we. That is what we need. Then only World Peace Forum would be a beautiful reality in our life. That's why Upanishads say, Sangatsadham, Sambadadham, Sambhomanam, Sijanatam. Let's walk together. Let's speak together. Let's harmonize ourselves together. Yes, yes, yes. Let's respect all our holy books, all our masters, all our seers, all our sages, all our philosophers, all our gurus. But please remember, when you say all, don't make any kind of discrimination. Don't make any kind of condition. It's going beyond the boundaries with due respect to your own roots. Going beyond the boundaries with due respect to your own tradition, but going further, further and further. Sambhu Manam Si Janatam. My dear friends, the world has progressed a lot. The development process of the world has gone very high. But again, as today we are here in this wonderful forum, World Peace Forum, again we have to think very quietly, very wisely, very positively. Is this what do we really want? Is this what we have been waiting for? Artificial intelligence? What about the natural intelligence? What about the spiritual intelligence? That's the question. Is the what we want the development of the materials? But what about the human being? Is that what we want only the education? all big universities, doctrines, research, papers, conferences. But what about the value-based education? What about the peace education? Is this we want only the competition all over the world? War, conflict? What about the cooperation? What about the connectedness? What about the harmony? My friends, yes, at physical level, this world has developed a lot, but this development, material development, digital development, superficial development, external development has damaged, challenged humankind very seriously. So being as a spiritual practitioner, being as a spiritual seeker, being as a student of, follower of any dharma, any religion, any culture, we all have to think very wisely, very widely, very openly. This world has to be saved with the message of love, with the message of peace, with the message of compassion. That's why Buddha says Maitri, Karuna, Mudita, Upeksha. That's why the Hindu master says Satyam Bada, Dharmam Chara, Swadhyayan Ma Pramada, Matri Devo Bhava, Pitri Devo Bhava, Acharya Devo Bhava. But again, what I know, that is what again same saying of Bible. Language is different. Quran, same saying. Language different. Other masters, other scriptures, other holy books, same thing is expressed but in different language. So let's go further and deeper, so you could realize everyone, we could accept everyone, and so then World Peace Forum will be a great beautiful reality. And at the end, my friends, peace is not only a topic, peace is just like a breath for me. If I sleep, when I sleep, when I eat, when I look around, when I'm playing with my friends, with my children. Though I'm a yogi, I'm a sadhu, I don't have children. But when I go to the school, do I feel that peace? Do I really feel that happiness, that joy? So don't make it only a topic of the Facebook, topic of the computer. Only the Zoom session is the only actual session to awaken me, to strengthen me, to energize me, to give me the actual beauty of life. That's what you want. Asatoma Sadgamaya, please lead me towards the truth. Tamasoma Jyotirgamaya, towards the light. Mrityorma Mritam Gaya, towards that immortality. Oh God, please bless me, please guide me. Thank you so much. Siva Peri ji, thank you, my friend. All my friends, thank you so much. Namaste. Please come to visit Nepal. Let's meet, let's share, let's serve, and let's celebrate. Thank you so much. Namaste.
Thank you, and God bless you for that beautiful blessing and guidance. And for those who are on Facebook, if you put Chintamani Nath Yogi, you will find him, and whatever he is doing, I mean, a lot of things he is doing, you can find out what he is doing. Without any further delay, and if you can still stay along, please stay along. If you have other meetings or whatever it is, you can leave the meeting. But we will have question and answers after all the speakers have finished. And the next one is Rahul Sangurla from India. And Rahul, you can briefly introduce yourself and then give your talk. Thank you.
Hello, everyone. And here it's 6:30 p.m. in the evening. So good evening to all. And is my voice clear? I think.
Yes.
Yeah. I'm a youth from India, a state of Assam, and I'm a student of masters studying sociology. At the same time, trying to give a service to help children with moral capacities. And I'm very interested in reading books and finding informations about spirituality and altogether morality. How can we actually how the human race have been developed and in what way it is going on, right? And our former speaker have given very beautiful explanation how the world is going on, and I would like to express my gratitude to him. And I here I'm not going to give a talk, but just I would like to share my thoughts, and it's my personal perspective of seeing a world. It's my personal perspective to observing things around me and what the process the world is leading to. So this peace forum, online peace forum, it's a great, as our former speaker already said, that it's a great sign of peace or harmony in the world. If you can see, a thousands year ago or a 50, hundreds year ago, when the world has no enlightenment, people just were moving just two steps, and you can say 100 years of around. But now we can see we are connected with the countries from North Pole to South Pole. We are even connected from although it's evening here in some places it's morning. So you can see that the peace people are trying to establish peace in the world, and it's a very beautiful space. To consult together how we can contribute through our service for the establishment of peace, and at the same time, how can we see to say that how can we help to transform oneself along with the society? How can we align these two things? So first, I was just recalling myself before this meeting or before this program. I was just recalling myself. What could be the purpose of my life? Why I have been here, and what will be my next journey? So while searching here and there, reading scriptures, I found that my purpose of life can be a variety of form, right? To have material prosperity, to have children, to getting married, and to have good percentages in colleges. But somewhere I stopped when I came to know that the real or spiritual point of view to see the purpose of my life is to know God who have created me, not me actually, all everyone, to know him and try to work on his path. What the writing says to work, where that means to know him and try to worship him in a different form, right? Different form means as we are doing together to work on his path. And if I see that this could be the purpose of my life, and I was just recalling myself that how the man is connected with spirituality, or how the man is connected with the soul. And that is the way of being. A man is noble. That means if God has created a human being, that means a man is a noble. That means he's created being noble. So he has everyone, as the man has been created by God, and he has a one soul. So we can say that everyone has some qualities like generosity, everyone has, like chastity, everyone has, like purity and trustworthiness, nobility, service, kindness. We have in us and in others. But sometimes what's happened when I have some quarrel with my friend, some quarrel with my neighborhood, some that means if my intention is not fulfilled by my friend, I started to seeing him. Oh, how dull he is. or I started to talk with him, what kind of man he is. But to be in a condition to see every time that everyone is being created noble, it helps us to transform myself and to help others to be transformed. And it's like we all know it's like wearing a glass. If you want to see everything green, you cannot make everything green, right? So if you want to put a glass of green glass, you will see everything green. That means if we understands by ourselves that everyone is being created noble, in all conditions we will be able to see everyone noble. And if we in these two things, if you see that I stay in a village, and if I cannot segregate myself from my village or from my society, right? So these two perspectives, that means I am not separate from my society, and my society is not separated from me. And I cannot say that my society will be moving forward when I alone will moving forward. My society will develop the capacity of kindness when I alone develop the capacity of kindness, right? So my spiritual qualities, my what to say, my material being and the society's material being and the society's material spiritual qualities all should go hand in hand. That means I cannot say that if I am, that means you can say that I am a pure drop of water and everyone is dirty. I cannot remain pure, right? And if the society is the pure drop of water, pure drops of water, and I'm a dirty being, I cannot remain dirty being, right? And we have seen this in a clear form during the COVID. Suppose I am a COVID patient, if I will touch everyone, a person, you will transform that one. That means, in same way as we are trying to transform, as we have seen that the COVID was transformed by one to another person. These qualities can be transformed from one to another person. And if I will see that in one of the quote is in this perspective, if you will see one of the quote says that means in one of the writings of God, I have read that all men have been created to carry forward and ever advancing civilization. That means to move forward this civilization, everyone has to play a part. Everyone has a role to play. That means I cannot say that what to say. I cannot say that only I can conduct this work. We can together. We have to go together. And in this form, that means suppose I see that we have a responsibility to carry forward a action. That is what to say. All men have been created for to carry forward and ever advancing civilization. And if I will serve, if I will act on this perspective, I know that work done in the spirit of service is the highest form of worship. So if I will conduct my work in that form, that means that will be, if I want to see in everything my transformation, the society transform of the society, that will be the highest form of worship to God. And especially I have to say that I am young and everyone around here young, and we have the capacities, and it is not the capacity of young people, but we have the capacities. We have to realize that we have been created noble, and we have the capacities to grow spiritually and to help others to grow spiritually. And in this, that means in this way, that means we should wake up to serve others. We should to arise to serve others. We should to help others. We should arise to help others. And in my village, I will give you some glimpse of my village, if you don't mind. So it is in my village. In a former time, in the 20 years back, people were uh, visiting each other's home in the during the evening. They comes and go here and there, and that then the time the spiritual bonds of them or the villagers were very strong because they were visiting each other in occasions, in birthdays, parties, in every day they were in touch. But nowadays, what I have seen that the ties of the people are very less, are very weak. That means we don't visit each other, we don't go to my neighbor's home, and we don't have any connection. So in this way, in this we have to change this trend. That means we have to visit our friends to consult about the progress of self and the society in a hand in hand in a process. So we have seen in the world that the world is going through two processes. One process is destructive. We all know everywhere that the quarrel among nations, the five wars among countries. In our societies, also some confusions, misunderstandings. These are the part of destructive way of life. But at the another hand, if we see, the world is also going through a constructive process, integration process, a process of integration which is in uniting people. And we all here are together, it's a sign of integration regarding our, that means regardless of our religion, regardless of our thoughts, regardless of our nations, of our ideas, we are here to talk together, we are here to consult together. So this is a symbol of construction, and a variety of population are trying to establish that we are not separated from each other. And in this way I found, I realized that I have a twofold purpose for my life. That means the purpose of living should be twofold. That means I should be able to transform myself spiritually and materially and intellectually. Spiritual and intellectual transformation of myself along with the society. So I cannot say in that way that if I will be learned and that then I will start serving others, and the society will, when the society will come a long path of knowledge, then I will be learned. So these two processes should go in hand in my point of view. And we do variety of actions in our life. By profession we are doctor, by profession we are teacher, engineer. uh, we are doing variety of professions, but we should keep but we should, that means I am trying to keep service in the center of our life. How to how having an attitude of being in a prayerful conditions. That means at all times and under all conditions, how to be peaceful, how to be help others, how to be mutual assistance. But many the time it's easy when I'm sitting under a room and consulting with the people like you. But when I go out during the traffic rules, and when I go to general train, it's so difficult, because there is a one seat and 10 people are going to sit there, and that time I cannot say, oh, you sit, I will go by standing. So but it's the challenges, you can say, it's the interesting parts of our life. That means we can say that in every conditions and at all times we should be in a prayerful attitude, and we should have the belief that everyone is being created noble and everyone has the capacity to develop and to transform. And I think we have very few spaces of consultation regarding this matter. So I think these online platforms can be a part, but one of the biggest part of consultation or regarding this transformation can be our families, where we can have the consultation together, where we can talk the what are the needs of our members of our family, what are the responsibility of the members of our family. Like family is not that means number of members, it's such that our body, right? The cells are connected, the atoms, that the bloods are going here and there. If a part of our body is little bit like injured, we will feel the pain in all. That means our all the parts of our body will feel little bit disturbance. So I can see that a family is a nuclear part of a greater human society. So we have to look family in this perspective, and then every family is connected. So that's so it's a society. And as our former speaker was trying to express that Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam, all the world is one, right? So if I see that all the people are like a one family, so we should be conscious to each other's cares, right? And in the very beginning, I told that I'm not going to give a presentation. I'm just offering my ideas because I know what I know is very limited, and what I don't know is like a vast area of action, vast area of learning. It's like an ocean. So I'm not here to offer any talks, but I'm just sharing my ideas because my knowledge is very limited. I'm just a practitioner. I'm just a learner. I just love to gather informations. And one of the field that attracts my attention is how the harmony between science and religions help ours. That means how we can transform ourselves, how to develop spiritually. First of all, I was like confused. What are these two things? That means how can religion be separated from science, and how science is connected with the religion? But I came to know that that means if I it should not we should not compare these two. But if I see that a guitar and a tabla, when the tune of these two instruments come together, a beautiful tune will come out, right? But we cannot say that tabla can play guitar. The ways of playing tabla can play the guitar, and the ways of chords of guitar can play tabla. These two things them separate, separate needs, separate tunes, but when they both of them comes together, it's give a melodious voice, it's give a melodious tuning. So in so my intellectual and spiritual growth, if I see science and religion is harmonized, then it helps me to what to say it means it helps me to develop my intellectual capacities. And I think the capacity I have, sorry, my light has gone off. I have the alternative system, right? So suppose I have some spiritual qualities or some qualities. If I will act in a society with this capacity, my spiritual capacity and my moral capacity will continue to grow on. If I will not utilize in my society, I will not help others to be grown. It is not that means my capacity will be stuck in a my capacity will be stuck in the same place. So the light is also testing me. So friends, I think after all, we need a community. We need a community to consult. We need a community to discuss, and we need a community to explore new things. Right? Suppose I am suppose I have full of love. That means the spiritual quality I have full of love and kindness. But if I don't have a community where to show, how can I know? Sitting around the four walls of a boundary, can I say that I have the spiritual qualities? I cannot say like that. One of my friends used to say that he knows how to drive a car, but he have not driven any days. So I think we should help each other to create a community, and we should help other to create an environment of unity and to sustain it. And dear friends, uh, at the ending part of my sharing, I would like to thank you all to listen my broken words. I don't know what I have spoken. Thank you so much, everyone.
Thank you. Thank you, Rahul. This is an example of a youth who is working hard to bring about change. And thank you for your sharing your experience and your knowledge. Well, because the time is short, we had to go to the next speaker. Next speaker is also a youth, Mr. Tanu Brown from Liberia. Is there, Tanu? Oh, he's not there. Maybe because of his internet. So we can go to the next speaker. Is Akshaya, Mrs. Akshaya Anand. Are you there? Yes. Please introduce yourself and then can give your presentation.
Yes. Good afternoon, good morning, and good evening to all the dignitaries here on the dais. And we have all gathered here because of the initiative and efforts of Mr. Siva Peri. So really, it is really a very beautiful gathering. Peace Forum, when we are talking about Peace Forum, it is really extremely essential considering the challenges of the 21st century. And when Mr. Siva Peri told me that this is going to be an inaugural session and they are looking to create awareness amongst the youth about the dangers, about the violence that is happening in the 21st century, I was really very much influenced by that concept. I was influenced for two reasons. Number one is I have been working in the domain of peace and non-violence for quite some time. That's number one. And number two, I was awarded the Fellowship of International Peace, Human Rights, and Non-Violence just a few years ago. So that made me realize about what is happening in the world and are we really at peace? So that really shook me. So today I would like to share with you something very interesting. I would use the word, and at the same time, it is also very thought-provoking. And through this forum, I appeal to all of you. Here we have a very diverse gathering. We have speakers from Australia, Nepal, Sri Lanka, Africa, Canada, America. So I think it is going to the wider audience. So I appeal to all of you that instead of just talking about peace, instead of just talking about, just give me one moment. I will try to share my presentation. Sir, can you give me 1 minute, please?
Sure.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah. Okay. Just a moment. So, sir, I think there is some technical problem with the sharing. I made a few PPTs, but nevertheless, we will overcome this technical challenge, right? So I would
okay.
like to go ahead.
Sure.
Am I audible, sir?
Yeah, yes.
Okay, just a moment. Yeah. Yeah. Actually, I'm here to make a challenge to people. I know there have been many challenges made to people, but the one I'm going to make is that it is time for us to reclaim what peace really means. Peace is not just shanti or what we call is harmony. Peace is not the dove and the rainbow, as lovely as they are. When I see the symbols of the rainbow and the dove, I think of personal serenity. I think of meditation. I do not think about what I consider to be peace, which is sustainable peace with justice and equality. It is sustainable peace in which majority of people on this planet have access to enough resources to live a life of dignity, love, and care, where these people have enough access to education and health care so that they can live in freedom from want and freedom from fear. This is what I call human security.
Mhm.
And I'm not a complete pacifist like some of my really heavy duty non-violent friends. I understand that humans are messed up, to use a nice word, peace, which has become very nebulous, which has become very vague. But because I promised my father, today is also a World Parent Day. So I appeal to my parents, to the saints who have guided the whole world, like Lord Krishna, Lord Buddha, Jesus Christ, Muhammad Paigambar, and the list is endless. So since today is the World Parents Day, I appeal to all the parents that I would stop using the word peace in a casual sense. And I'm trying harder and harder. We need a little bit of police. We need a little bit of military. But for defense, we need to redefine what makes us secure. Am I audible, sir?
Yes, we can hear you.
Yeah, thank you. In this world, it is not arming our country to the teeth. It is not getting other countries to arm themselves to the teeth with the weapons that we produce and we sell them. I was thinking about the recent ongoings in the world, in the Congress in America, where the president offered $8.4 billion to get the start vote. I certainly support the start vote, but he is offering $84 billion for the modernizing of nuclear weapons. Do you know the figure that the United Nations talks about for the Millennium Development Goals? That is $80 billion. Just that little bit of money, which to me, I wish it was in my bank account. Just joking. It's not. But in global terms, it's little bit of money. It's going to modernize the weapons we do not need. And we will not be gotten rid of it in our lifetime. Unless we get off our and take action to make it happen. Unless we begin to believe that all the things that you have been hearing about are elements what come together to make human security. It is saving the tigers. It is stopping the tar sands, the globe mines. It's having access to medical equipment that actually tell who does have cancer. It is all those things. It is using our money for all those things instead of the wars. It is about action. So I would like to quote here a role model of mine, that is Jody Williams. She received the Nobel Laureate Award, a very prestigious award indeed. She was an American activist who helped the international campaign to ban landmines. In 1997, she and the campaign were named co-recipients of the Nobel Prize for Peace. So I'm quoting Jody ma'am here. Yeah. So she had been to one of the conferences, which was an international peace conference hosted by United Nations. And she was sitting beside whom? Lo and behold, she was sitting beside Her Highness Holy Dalai Lama. And Dalai Lama and she, they started having a small conversation, and everybody was watching. And she asked him, "How are you, holy Dalai Lama?" He said, "I'm fine." And do you know what he said? He said, "I really thank you and I congratulate you for the Nobel Award. But now we are at a different mode of time, and just talking about peace and doves is not going to help. Peace is not just meditation. We need action now." And that is what I appeal to all of you here, that we all need to join together. We all need to break the barriers of ego, religion, casteism, racism, and we really need to do a lot of deep introspection. So Holy Dalai Lama said to Jody Williams, "I have become skeptical. I do not believe that mere meditation and prayer will change this world." So these are the words from Holy Dalai Lama. I think what we need is action. His Holiness in his robes is my new action hero. I spoke with other leaders, and I was talking to one of the leaders who belongs to the country of Burma, and that is the very famous lady, that is Aung San Suu Kyi. And when she was taken to the prison, she was such a fearless lady. She did not give up, and she stood strong like a rock. So here I would like to tell you also about another Muslim woman, that is Dr. Shireen Ebadi, the first Muslim woman who received the Nobel Peace Prize. She has been in the exile for a few years. You ask her where she comes, where does she live in exile? She says the airports of the world. She's traveling because she was out of the country at the time of the elections. So here I am talking to you. I would like to tell you something very interesting. So all these iconic women I quoted now, that is Jody Williams, this first Muslim lady who got the Nobel laureate, Aung San Suu Kyi, then Wangari Maathai. So all these women in the world who are struggling together to change this world. The Women's League of Burma, 11 individual organizations of Burmese women came together because there's strength in numbers. Working together is what changes our world. The million signature campaign of women inside Burma, working together to change human rights, to bring democracy. So this will ultimately bring positive change. Betty Williams, one more name I would like to quote. Betty Williams on the right-hand side, bringing peace to Northern Ireland. I will tell you the quick story. An ERA driver was shot and his car plowed into people on the side of the street. There was a mother and 3 children. The children were killed on the spot. It was Malrede's sister. Instead of giving in to sobbing, grief, depression, defeat, and just casual empty talk in that face of terrible violence attack, Malrede hooked up with Betty, a staunch Protestant and a staunch Catholic. And they took them to the streets to say no more violence. And they were able to get tens of thousands of primary women, some men in the streets to bring about change. And they have been part of what brought peace to Northern Ireland. And they are still working on it, because there is a lot more to do. So the point I'm trying to come to is, that one of the things that made all these campaigns work is to grow from 1 or 2 NGOs to 1,000 NGOs. We all have to come together for a common cause. And we all have to overcome all the grief, all the depression, the egoism, the narrow confines of petty thought process, and really work consciously, positively, and practically. Considering the recent violence that happened in 2024, which really brings shiver to every heart and mind. The 20th century was the most blood-stained in human history, with almost 100 million people killed in 2 world wars. The past, unfortunate Hitler's gas chambers, where thousands of Jews were subjected to cruelty and loss of dignity and values, and the concentration camps wiped them out. Then the India's partition, which was a very bloody partition, the whole world shudders. Then the Korean, Arab Israel, Iraq Iran, United States Vietnam, and the Soviet-Afghan wars and national liberation struggles in Asia and Africa. So the 20th century was also history's most racist and revolutionary one. Racism was widespread in all European countries and empires. Fascist and Marxist revolutions occurred in Italy, Germany, Spain, and Russia. So can we say that violence has become the midwife of all old societies? Has violence become the norm of the modern life? It's really a thought-provoking and a deep introspective. Atom bombs dropped on Hiroshima and Nagasaki. Albert Einstein had ruefully observed, so I quote here Albert Einstein, "The unleashed power of the atom has changed everything but our thinking. Thus we are drifting towards a catastrophe beyond comparison. We shall require a new manner of thinking if the mankind has to survive." So I shall conclude keeping in focus the much brutalized Palestinians with Mahatma Gandhi, the pioneer of peace leadership, and peace and nonviolence studies across the globe are being done in more than 130 countries, including America, England, France, Europe, Australia, Africa, just to name a few. And the whole world is truly in awe and inspired by how Mahatma Gandhi, who had no centrical power, who had no political power, how did he become the pioneer of peace leadership? So I would like to quote Mahatma Gandhi's inspiring words. "Whenever I despair, I recall that all through the history, there have been tyrants." Just a moment. Yeah. "Whenever I despair, I recall that all through history there have been tyrants and murderers. I repeat, there have been tyrants and murderers. For a time, they seem invincible. For a time, they seem victorious. But in the end, they always fall, and truth and love prevails. Always." So, with the inspiring words of Mahatma Gandhi, I appeal to all of you gathered here on the dais to bring about peace and non-violence, especially amongst the youth. And the youth, as per the research by United Nations, World Health Organization, Times of India, and so many research organizations across the globe, the numbers are very unfortunate. They are very depressing. The youth are on the wrong path, and we have very few heroes like Malala Yusuf, to quote a few, Aung San Suu Kyi, and we need much more. So I really thank Siva Peri sir and his team, and I very strongly urge all of you that peace is not just doves, peace is not just a nebulous word, peace is not just a white color. We really need action, as Holy Dalai Lama conversed with Jody Williams, the Nobel laureate. So with this, I conclude my small presentation.
Thank
And
you.
I'm humbled to all of you. I'm humbled, and I thank Siva Peri sir and his team for giving me this time. My name is Mrs. Akshaya Anand. I have been working as a faculty, teaching undergraduate and graduate, postgraduate courses. And as I'm an international ambassador of peace and non-violence, I'm on a mission to help people, help the youth, help the parents,
Thank you.
help the leaders live a peaceful, harmonious, and progressive life. So I will share my email ID. So I will really appreciate if you all can collaborate and help each other join the hands. And we have to break the walls of ego, pettyism, narrow-mindedness, religion, bias, and racism. And we shall overcome. And I have a dream that one day we will have a peaceful and a harmonious society. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Akshaya. It's a very inspiring young person. We need people like you, more of you. And yeah, because of the time, we'll go to the next one. Next one is Mrs. Shifana Sharifuddin. She's originally from Sri Lanka, but now living in UK. Briefly introduce yourself, and then you can give your talk.
Thank you, Siva sir. I'm Shifana Sharifuddin, a lawyer. I'm from Sri Lanka and now living in Cardiff, UK. After all these inspiring speeches, those are very useful, and very strong messages are there. And also, my speech is like, I'm not going to do a speech. I just want to share some thought based on the religion or belief I have. You all know I'm a Muslim with my appearance. So I'm following a religion called Islam. The name Islam is derived from a root word. Salam means peace. In the religion that I'm following, it emphasizes in many places the importance of the peace, especially when wherever people get together, engage together, because those are the places there is a threat for peace. When people's mind get together, there will be differences, difference of opinions, difference of feelings. So there are the possibilities for the disturbance of peace is huge. It's vital. So especially, like, for example, from the home to the society, the workplace, the marketplace, or place of worship, engage with other religious people. So everywhere there is a threat to peace. So it emphasizes the peace in every place. It's not only emphasized, it guided how to create the peace. Peace will not come just like that. we have to create it. For that, we have to do something. You have to work for that. Without working, you can't get it. So it teaches numerous guidance, teachings to maintain peace, to create peace, to establish peace in our, so from the home, society, everywhere, human beings engaged in. It can be in between countries, in between continents. So it's there. So I would like to talk about one guidance. Not going to give a broader explanation. I am going to take a one piece of advice or teaching or guidance, and we'll look into deeper, so we all can get some good understanding or insight, and we can take something from here to implement in our life to create peace, or like give our part to the society to build the peace. So here I would like to say one hadith. The Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam, Muhammad Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam, peace be upon him, said, "None of you has faith until he loves for his brother what he loves for himself." So if you don't love for your brother what you love for you, your faith is not completed. You're not someone who has faith. From this hadith was understood mostly with the tangible things. For example, so if you have money, so you have to give that money those whoever don't have money. Or if you have food, you can share with the poor or who are hungry. If you have clothing, you can share with whoever doesn't have, or shelter. Whatever tangible we have on our hand, we like it, we have it, and we have to share with the other person, or we have to prioritize the other person than ourselves. This is the way it has been understood. Yes, it is also a way to understand, but it's not limited only to the tangible things. There are many tangible, intangible, or immaterial stuff in our day-to-day life that we want or we love to be. For example, we love to be happy, right? So it's not intangible, it's a feeling, it's an emotion. We cannot, if I want to be happy always, then I cannot be a person who disturbs someone else's happiness. So I have to be treated respectfully. My respect is an important thing for me. I don't like it when someone treat me respectfully. So when I treat someone, I have to make sure that I'm not putting my hand on his respect. I love my dignity, I love my health, and I love to be treated equally. So I cannot be discriminated to the other one. When I treat others, I cannot treat them, I cannot be discrimination. I cannot do any discrimination for them. In the other way, these are the things that you have to do, and there are things that you can't do. You do not have, like for example, like I don't like to if someone ill-treated me, I don't like it. So I cannot ill-treated someone. I don't like to be cheated. When I go to shop and if I buy something, and if I understood that I have been cheated, I will not like it. So when I do my business, I have to be fair. I cannot cheat anyone. In the same way, I don't like others to interfere in my personal affairs without my permission. So if I do the same thing to others, it is not acceptable. But that is happening everywhere. Wanted to know what is happening in the other house, wanted to know what is happening in the other community, taking gossips, spreading everywhere. I don't want to be like, I don't want to be a talk of somewhere I'm not available. If in a place that I was not there, if anybody go and talk about me, I'm not there to defend myself. So I don't like to be. So how can you talk about someone that who is not available that place? In the same way, like in the same way, I wanted to keep my secret with me, so that secrets cannot be go out without my permission. I don't want that to happen. So I cannot take other people's secret to others, or like it make it public. So there is a, I think it's a Quran verse. Allah says, if anybody keep the secret of your brothers, I will keep their secret. I will conceal their secret. I will keep it secretly. So the Almighty Allah promise the human being, if you keep your fellow brothers' secrets without disclosing it, then I am there to protect you. So what a important, or what a like touching message it is. In the same way, I don't like to live in a place like I have no peace. There's a threat for my life. So I cannot be someone who is threatening for someone else's life. So it's the huge thing, the human, what you love for you is, you cannot put a boundary for that. So this is the basic of peace, I see in such way. So if you want peace to the world, you need peace in your home. And the Bharathy madam told that you have to start from yourself, your home, your village, and the other brother Rahul also told that you have to go hand in hand with the society. So it doesn't come just like that. You have to work hard for it. Then only the peace cannot be built from the top of the triangle. It has to come from the bottom, brick by brick. So every human, whenever we do something, if we think that, will I like this if it's happened to me? So I can't do that to other. So this is the basic of peace. So in this hadith, it made a part of our faith. Faith, that we all are people who follow religions. So we all have faith, and faith is the basic of our religion. And we believe it's the key to our life hereafter. If you don't have faith, your hereafter will not be good. So that is the key to hereafter. And if you don't do this, if you don't love for your brother whatever love for you, then the basic of your religion, or your faith, is not completed. So if you're not someone who create peace, then you are not someone who complete in your faith. So the life after this dunya, we call it dunya, that means like this world, it's in a miserable situation. So it's fixed. The most like I admire that the word faith was fixed here. Rasul Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam could say like, you have to love your brothers like you love. No, it says your faith is not complete. You are not a person who has faith until you love your brother, love for your brother what you love for you. So it's a very important message for the time being and the peace of this whole world. I hope I have discussed a good thought with you all. Inshallah, we all take some, it's not for the audience I'm saying for myself also. I have to take something from here and have to practice. It's not easy. It's not easy to practice. Every time when we do this, it come to ourselves come first always. It should not be. So we have to work hard for it. We have to be conscious. We have to be thoughtful, and we have to. If you love your brother from your bottom of your heart, only you can do this. Or if you take the guidance from your religion seriously, only you can do this. So every religion is guides towards peace only. None of religion I know that teaches for violence or fight or anything. So we will take this message and try to practice in our life. Inshallah, we can build a world with peace. Thank you.
Thank you, Shifana. I greatly admire, and we were trying to arrange a Muslim speaker from Sri Lanka, and he couldn't make it. It was in the last minute that I asked Shifana whether she can, and she kindly accepted. So I really appreciate, and also the message that you gave. This is one of the important things that this is personally my feeling is that around the world there are misconception about Islam and the followers of Islam, and we had to make it clear, if you really want to make peace and unity in the world, we had to make it clear that all these divinely ordained religions are pure and full of love and peace if we really try to understand them ourselves. So the messages like this, what you gave, is an important part of the dialogue to remove the prejudices that is currently around the world, especially about Islam. So I really appreciate, and if we can have friends like you on a regular basis, on every month, it will be wonderful. Anyway, thank you very much. And the next one, not but the the last one. This is from this is engineer Surya Kumar Ashoka from India. He is following Buddhism. We are also trying to find a Buddhist speaker, and it was with great difficulty, but Surya Kumar has kindly accepted to give a presentation. Please give a short introduction of yourself, and then you can give your presentation.
I hope my audio is okay now.
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay, sir. Good evening to my dear brothers and sisters. I would like to start with some salutation. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato Samma Sambuddhassa. I pay homage to the Blessed One, the Worthy One, the fully enlightened one. I pay homage to the Blessed One, the Worthy One, the fully enlightened one. I pay homage to the Blessed One, the Worthy One, the fully enlightened one. As a short introduction, I am Surya Kumar Ashoka from Chennai. I'm an entrepreneur who is building a business, and I'm associated with a team called Niradharma, which is dedicated to propagating Buddha's teachings to foster peace among people. It is my privilege to join you and deliver a speech about Buddhism's impact on bringing peace and harmony to the world. I'd like to thank the team who are all behind this wonderful initiative to bring the people following different religions on a common platform to share the message that religions have to bring peace among and harmony with the fellow human beings. And I thank Mr. Siva Peri, who has contacted and given me this wonderful opportunity, sir. Buddhism, a religion founded upon the preachings and practices proposed by Lord Buddha as its foundation in bringing peace and harmony among the people. As it has been more than 2,500 years since the man called Siddhartha Gautama was born on this planet and got enlightened by the age of 35 and spread his message up to his 80th year, there are many stories built around him. One such story is about his renunciation. Though the foresight story has been told many times, another story which proves to be the factual one. Siddhartha Gautama belongs to the Sakya clan, and there is another clan called Kolya adjacent to them. Both shared water from the Rohini river. One particular summer, the water in the river was not sufficient for the needs of both the clans. Due to this, there was a serious altercation between the two clans, and it has become a serious issue. The Sakyans had a Sangha in which all the matters were discussed and decisions were made. There was a call for war against the Koreans to claim the Sakyans' right on the river Rohini's water. Siddhartha Gautama, though the prince of the state, has other thoughts about the war in general. Hence, he stood against the call for war. But as many in the clan has been emotionalized with regards to war as a measure to prove their mighty, Siddhartha's side has a very minimum number of supporters. Hence, he lost to the warmongers in a poll conducted among the Sakyans. It is mandatory to go with the Sangha's decision or to get punished and abandoned by the Sangha. As the people called for the war have been victorious in the poll, he must join hands with them in the war. But he didn't have any interest to go for the war. Due to his stand, the Sangha sent him off the land. And because of the political situation, he became a renunciate. Thus, his efforts to bring peace among the people made him a renunciate. This seems to be a valid account if we explore the historical accounts of him. This content is available in a book titled Buddha and his Dhamma by Dr. B.R. Ambedkar, the chief architect of Indian Constitution. So, the person who has went out of home seeking a truth was based upon a fact which to call humanity for a peace rather than war. That is one of the path-breaking history among the history of humankind. It has happened 2,500 years ago. And leaving his home, Siddhartha has reflected on war as the problem of war is essentially a problem of conflict. It is only a part of a larger problem. This conflict is going on not only between kings and nations, but between nobles and Brahmins, between householders, between mother and son, between son and mother, between father and son, between sister and brother, between companion and companion. This is the contradiction which he needs to fix. So he spent about 7 years exploring possible solutions with available philosophies and teachings by them. Unsatisfied with them, found the solution by himself and became enlightened. He termed his teachings as Dhamma. After enlightenment, he has been spreading the Dhamma to every individual he came in contact with, even on his deathbed. This is Buddhism has got about more than 84,000 suttas actually. Comprehending in them all for a simple meeting, which is about 15 minutes or 10 minutes, maybe a tedious task, but I've tried to put them in a simple way, as simple as possible. So here starts the Buddha's philosophy. As per Buddha's words, the three marks of existence are anicca, dukkha, and anatta. Anicca means impermanence. Everything is impermanent. Everything in the world is rising and falling, growing and decaying. There is no escape even for the human beings. That's the reality. Then dukkha can be roughly translated to suffering. So for example, people want to have an eternal life, an immortality, or whatever it is. But the reality is, it is not the truth. Because everything, whatever is about to being born, has to wither away. That is causing the dukkha. And then anatta means there is no soul. This is the crux of Buddha's teaching. And when it comes to social life, dukkha, it can be considered as for individuals, and anatta and anicca can be help one to be a better social person. So here, to come out of dukkha, Buddha has preached four noble truths. That is, life has dukkha. There is a reason for dukkha. There is a solution to get free from the dukkha. The eightfold path is the path to liberation, which can be simply termed in Pali, dukkha, nirodha, samudaya, magga. So this is the basic of Four Noble Truths. And then when it comes to, lot of us speak about individuals' opinion, or otherwise coming out of ego, or otherwise coming out of his mindset, whatever it is. That is just outside perceptions alone. Whereas Buddha wants to find out what is to the core. From the core, he wants to find the solution rather than from the head, top of the head or something like that. So that is where his teaching goes into. His teachings can be comprehended into three words: Sila, Samadhi, and Panya. So let's say, for example, it's easier for someone to tell you like, don't be angry, don't be jealous, don't be greedy, whatever it is. But it is not such an easy task to become such a person without a practice of your mind, because everything precedes your mind. So that is where Buddhism comes into the picture. Buddhism is nothing but Buddhism, we used to say, where Buddhi, mind, precedes everything. So how are you going to train your mind? That is where Buddha helps you with Sila, Samadhi, Panya. Sila is nothing but Panchasila, we used to say. It is nothing but disciplines promoted to individuals. Let's say, for example, there are five Panchasilas, five silas actually. Panati Pata Veramani Sikha Padang Samadhiyami means I am not here to hurt the living beings. The second sila says Adinna Dana Veramani Sikha Padang Samadhiyami means whatever not given to me, I shall not take it away. Then the third one says Kamesu Micha Sara Veramani Sikha Padang Samadhiyami means I should not indulge in adultery or something. So the fourth one says Musa Vada Veramani Sikha Padang Samadhiyami. So fourth sila says we should not involve in lying, backbiting, or kind of talks actually. We should not commit sin through our words. That is what the fourth sila is all about. And the fifth sila says Sura Meraya Majja Pammadattana Veramani Sikha Padang Samadhyami means I should not take intoxicants which will take away my ability to think. So that is means like you should not take intoxicants. So this is the five basic concept of which you need to follow. This is much easier to set than to follow. So that is where comes the picture of Samadhi. Samadhi is nothing but the concentration, how you live in the present moment. The living in the present moment makes you to decide what thing you are doing, how you are reacting, how you are acting, and all other stuff. So the Samadhi helps you to make you realize what is the situation and how you are supposed to react or whatever it is. And the third thing, that is Panya. Panya means the knowledge. So what happens when a person is hitting you, or otherwise, let's say for example, a person who is interested to have a bitter gourd, another person might be not interested to have bitter gourd. The bitter gourd is bitter in taste, but the two individuals have two different perceptions. How can it be changed? There comes Buddha's wisdom actually. He says that when you are exposed to something, you have a sensation to like it or dislike it based upon your perceptions. Let's say, for example, a person who is interested to taste a bitter gourd or eat a bitter gourd, he might be thinking about the health factors and all of that stuff and realizing it is good for health. So he is enjoying even the bitter taste. Whereas the person who is not liking the bitter gourd, he might be wary of the bitter taste and he is shunning the bitter gourd. So how to overcome this like and unlike? That is where Buddha comes into the picture. So Buddha says that you should be equanimous. Whatever may be the situation, be equanimous. Come out of these reactions. So you may like something, you may not like something. That is immaterial. But you come out of that, see it equanimously and treat it equanimously. So that is the crux of Buddha's teaching. So how can we train this? How can we practice this? That is what Buddha's teaching is all about. And when we really put our efforts to tread the path of Lord Buddha, it will definitely make the whole world a peace and harmonious place to live with. Thanks for the opportunities. Thanks a lot.
Thank you very much, Surya Kumar. And again, just like Shifana, Surya Kumar was also given a short notice, and it was with grace that he accepted to give the talk. And I learned a lot of things from his talk. Now, our friend Tanu is not here, and Madam Ulagamalama has a poem to share. After that, we can share our questions or comments, and then we can conclude. Ulagamalama is one of our strong supporters of this World Peace Forum, and on a weekly basis, we have been doing this in Tamil. And she is a retired teacher and well versed with both languages and very active in the social life and making peace in the world. Please share your poem, and you can sing a song too.
Thank you so much. Good evening to everybody. I'm really glad to be here to hear all the speeches. It was really thought-provoking. And I'm really glad that youngsters should come forward to share their views. It was fantastic. And here is my poem for you. Let peace prevail everywhere. Peace pleaseth every soul. Please be peaceful in your heart. Bring peace to everywhere is an art. Peaceful mind is a source of knowledge. You can never get it through studies in college. A mind that embraces everyone with love and affection will never hate anything being created by the Creator. Differences of opinion may tend one to quarrel, but be careful. It is only a quarrel. Let it not take the shape of war. Let us forgive and forget, which are the two mantras to lead life peacefully. Control your anger. Put yourself in others' position prior you burst out into others in anger. Control of oneself leads to control his neighbor, which leads to a calm circumstance that may prevail everywhere. Thank you so much for having given me this opportunity. Thanks a lot.
Thank you, Ulagamalama. Do you want to give any comments about any of the presentation? Or
Of course, Madam Akshaya, the core speech just want us to put in action. She doesn't have faith in words. Hamlet will always say, words have no idea. You just put all that you want to do to the world, put it in action. That is what she told. It is fantastic. And Safina, what you want others to do for you, do it for others. That's the saramsa of what she told. And that is what Confucius also says. What you want others to do for yourself, do it for them. That is a simplified way of leading a life peacefully. And it is fantastic. And Mr. Surya Kumar, he told, accepting Buddhism, nothing good bring peace to this world. Of course, it is his view, and it is acceptable to peace. Peace, if it prevails everywhere, nothing can affect us. Thank God that I am here to hear everybody's peace. Thanks a lot for having given me this chance to give me my opinions, sir. Thank you.
thank you. Thank you very much. If there's anyone wants to comment or ask question, please raise your hand. You can use the reaction button or put your hand up. Anyone? Yes, Nastaran, please unmute yourself. Yes.
Hi everyone, I'm so glad to be here, and I want to share my feeling from this group, nice group, and like a beautiful garden with different flowers, with different smells, with different colors, with different shapes. And it is the beauty of creation of God. And I'm proud of all of you that gather together to this about this great goal. And I suggest, please, in each session, one presentation, and we can discuss and deepening on the subject. And we have a lot of things in common with each other, and about spirituality, about the nobility of the humankind. And we are all agree about the peace and no war. But we should search about the reason of the conflict and war and violence. And because in the words we are all in common, but we should think why with these great principles we have a lot of problems in the world. Why? If we search the reasons in the root and consider them one by one in a presentation and discuss about them and tangible and practical, apply it in our life, it works, and we should change the thoughts at first. When we change the thoughts, we can see the change in our attitude and in our action. It is the problem that whatever we say in the words, we didn't believe really in it. If we believe in whatever we say, we can act them in our attitude and action, So at first, we have no power to change people at the power for tricky political in the world. We can change them, but we can change ourselves and start from ourselves, and step by step from bottom of the triangle to top. We think from top to bottom, but it's vice versa, from bottom to top. But at first, we should work on the thoughts. We are agree together. A lot of people have our faith or our opinion, but they are not so serious. And humankind forgets, always forgets, because of this, we should remind and practice with each other practically, tangible. Thank you so much. I'm so sorry.
Thank you.
Too long.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Nasran. From where are you? Which country are you in?
I'm from Iran, and as a refugee entered United States 7 years ago because of discrimination and prejudice in Iran about me, my family, and my friends in my faith, because of prejudice, just prejudice. And I can feel and understand completely the reason of the violence and conflict. It is fair that I'm fair and comfortable in my home country, and not to immigrate to another country. But these some reasons I have to do this for my family and my children because of discrimination and prejudice.
Thank you. So you are in United States now, are you?
Yes.
Yes. If you don't mind, if you can share your phone number, maybe one session you can give a presentation too. Thank you. And is there anyone else want to say anything?
Yes, sir. May I?
Yes, please.
Yes. So, with reference to the wonderful gathering here and the recent inputs by Nastara Madam. Madam, are you here now?
Yes,
Yeah,
she's
yeah.
there.
Yes.
Yes, ma'am. If possible, can you just show your eyes, if you don't mind? Can you open your windows? Even if you show your eyes, it's okay. Is it okay for you?
Later in the next month.
Okay, no issues, ma'am.
Yeah.
No issues.
No.
So, ma'am, you just talked about the deep trauma that you are facing, and now you are in United States of America, and we really empathize with you through the prejudice treatment that you went through. So I just want to tell you, as a seeker and ambassador of peace and non-violence, that we are with you, Nastara Madam, and tonight, before I go to bed, I will pray for your well-being and success and your safety. And I'm sure God will be with you. Be strong. Keep the faith in God and don't give up. I love you. I'm always there with you.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you for empathy. Thank you. And I tried hard in the way of remove every discrimination and prejudice, and try hard in the way of peace. And everywhere I seek new ways to be active in this way.
Thank you very much. Thank you very
That's
much.
wonderful,
And,
ma'am.
yes.
That's really wonderful. And we all will pray for your well-being. And don't worry, no phase is permanent, and you will definitely come out of it. And I'm sure about it. If you don't mind, can you share your WhatsApp number in the group, in the chat box now?
Okay. And I have asked for her number. If she shares, I will share with the others. Thank you very much. And
Yes.
okay.
In the chat.
Yes, please.
Yes.
Is there anyone else?
It takes time for me.
Yes. Is there anyone else? Yes. Surya Kumar, please.
Sir, it's wonderful to share something about what I learned over the time about Lord Buddha's teachings. And I am very much thankful to the opportunity and the fellow audiences, speakers who have spent their valuable time listening to the words of mine. Thanks a lot and lots of gratitude to you all. And I'm open to more discussions on the same way. Keep up the good works. Thanks a lot, sir.
Thank you. Anyone else? Now, I just want to ask a question to everyone, to your suggestions, because this was inaugural meeting in English, because we were having this in Tamil for the last almost 2 years now. We wanted to reach to a wider audience, so we wanted to have once a month in English. Usually we have 1 or 2 speakers only. Because this is the inaugural meeting, we invited many speakers. So the time was short for each presenters, and also discussions is not sufficient. And Nastaran actually pointed out that maybe 1 or 2 people present. And she also suggested that we should talk about the challenges for peace or disunity, and we should discuss how we can overcome them. So I want friends here to suggest how we can have this one, how many speakers we can have, how long this meeting should be, what topics we should be discussing. So please feel free to give your ideas. If you can't give it here, you can give it on WhatsApp with me. Yes, Mashori, please give your comment, Mashori.
Yes, thank you very much for giving me the floor.
Yes. Where are you from?
From the Democratic Republic of Congo, Eastern DRC.
Okay, thank you. Thank you.
I appreciate really to be a part of those who participate in the today's talk. It was very wonderful, and it is really building the dynamic and strong communities. So I was really interested to see that most of the communities was represented today, and each of the speaker was really focused on the theme that is really how to build strong communities and to establish peace. You know, it is everywhere. When you reach in each community, we are also talking about the same thing. In church, we are talking about peace. In each community, we are talking about peace. Even leaders are also talking about peace. It means that peace and freedom are now needed by the community everywhere. So, and we can't really reach peace if we don't happen to put into practice, to live what we are talking about. Especially if I tried to understand very well. I was following what the madam who was talking about something related to Muslim was talking. That is what we call peace. When you will read also what other communities also are talking, they are talking the same thing. But myself, I find that really the today's talk was had got I don't know if it was a chance to have so many speakers at once. And if you see other members of this panel didn't maybe find the time to talk because time becomes then short. On my opinion, I think that we can the next talk maybe we can have only 2 speakers.
Yes.
These 2 speakers, we can talk, for instance, we can talk a Baha'i, we take, for instance, a Muslim, 2, or we can take a Buddhist, and we talk, I don't know, another one. Those 2 speakers can present what they think can be related to. After presenting what they give, that will allow other members of the talk to have also the time to share the experiences of what they are doing in their community, to share their experience of how maybe religions are collaborating them to build peace everywhere. So that will allow really to understand the experience from each part of the world instead of maybe having so many speakers at once. That is my point of view. Really, if we have a few of the speakers, that will allow also to hear what is being done everywhere. That is, in a short, what I can sum my opinion. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mashuri. And I like you to be part of this every month. And we take that comment maybe 2 speakers and also share their experience, what they are doing, how they are doing. Thank you very much. And Nasran, you raised your hand. Do you want to say anything, Nasran?
Yes, yes. And I'm agree with him, and I also suggest we can divide the concept of peace to a small parts with special titles that all of them lead to peace, because peace it is a wide concept. We can divide them to a
Yes.
small parts, and about each part we can have 1 or 2 presentation, and we can deep in it and have a discuss and consultation, and we together learn more and learn through each other, and we together improve. You know, it is the best way for conduct a new base of thought and deep and lasting change, you know, not temporary.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. And Shivana, you have any comments? Any ideas how it can change? What ideas?
Thank you. As they say, this program as an inauguration, that everyone has a as I forgot her name, she mentioned that we have different type of things to talk, like, so it's better to bring it in one topic and give thoughts from even if you have 3 or more presenters, still if you have a proper topic, then you will get different ideas from different religions perspective, different environment, different countries, different experience. So we can put all together, and then we can work on that. That's a good thing. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much. And Mr. Oliverman has joined us. We are almost closing. Rahul, do you have anything? Perimal?
Excuse me, how can I have your contact to text you some subjects?
Yes, I'm sending you a message so you can.
In WhatsApp.
Yes, I will send you a message.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Now, Surya Kumar, how any changes, how we should be doing this?
Yes, sir. Most of them has given the suggestions. I think we can follow them then for a better discussion. So I don't have anything extra beyond that. Thanks, sir.
Okay. So we are going to have this every month, the first Saturday of the month. Please pray for the peace in the world, wherever you are, whatever you are doing. It is not possible for everyone to come all the time, but give your ideas and suggestions, and we will keep you informed. And if you have friends who are willing to share their experience or ideas about world peace, please share with us. And with that, we can conclude. Jiva, you want to say anything?
You know, that's what is a collective information. We had it, and who willing to participate, they can come. And also, once a month is okay with me. That's all.
Okay, thank you. So thank you all. And I like to, though Uma Bharathy is not here, I should thank her because she was one of the original organizers of this forum. And I also should thank Dr. Chintamani Yogi because he is a very busy person having so many activities and he dedicated his life for these kinds of activities. But that does not mean any of others' time is not valuable. Everyone, you have your own life and you have so much of activities and you have taken the time to come today and this inaugural meeting. I feel very happy that it was a successful one. And we will continue to work together and to bring about peace and live the life that God wants us to live. Thank you all. God bless you all.